Good evening. I've often wondered what it would be like to be a pilot of a big jetliner, to wear the uniform, walk through the airport, to walk down the walkway like we do, but instead of turning right and going to our little seat, taking a left and sitting in the pilot seat, getting settled, doing your checklist, waiting for everybody in the back to be ready, talking to the tower, getting the clearance, getting in line, and then being in charge of moving this big piece of metal down this runway and have it lift into the air. I know a little bit about the physics, so I understand the air moving through the engine that goes faster, but it's just amazing to me that works, and that we can actually take this thing and fly it right to Dallas, Texas, and go see your son and his wife. It's just amazing. One of the more amazing things that I had always hoped that I could experience in my life was having a baby. And I didn't have children until much later. You may have heard about advanced maternal age. Well, I was post-advanced maternal age. And, but I wondered, what would this be like to be pregnant and to feel a baby and to have a baby and for them to look like you? And so my mom bought 4 radio flyer wagons and put them in the attic when we started being of age to have kids. And she started giving them away as everybody started having their children. And she gave up on me, and she gave mine away. But she showed up when I was 42 at a baby shower, and I thought for sure it was going to be a changing table. And it's the same shape as a radio flyer. It was great. So my first pregnancy was easy and fun, and it can be because you don't have other children to watch out for. You can be dreamy about it, and you know, I'm not going to do that with my children. I'm not going to dress my child up like a pumpkin on his first Halloween, but you do. And so I'm lying in bed, and it's Mother's Day, and I'm pregnant, and it's way too early to feel a baby kick. And so I'm talking about, and so my husband's got his hand on my belly, and we're talking, and I said, I wonder what it feels like to have a baby growing in you. And he said, I don't know, I've heard all kinds of things. And I said, I just can't wait. Am I gonna know when it happens? And again, it's way too early to feel anything. But James Newton has always been delightful. And on this morning, this Mother's Day morning, he kicked. Aww. And we were just, did you feel that? Did you feel that? I felt that. Did you feel that? It's too early to feel that. We couldn't have felt that. It was signs of what James was going to be like in the years to come. I'm going to tell you a number, and I need for you, when I say give it to me, I want you to say 10 pounds, 14 ounces. You ready? Yeah. Can y'all remember that for just a minute? Like one of those memory things that the doctor did you? So we decided we liked James a lot, and we had 2 other boys too, and so we were going to have another child. We tried. A year passes, 2 year passes, 3 year passes, 4 year passes. Oh my gosh! So we both changed jobs, and I go back to school, and the plan is that I'm going to be a school counselor, and before my insurance kicks in at my new job, I get pregnant. And from that moment, Kathleen has been different than James. And so it was hard to conceive her. It was hard to wait for her. And I started very early praying for the guy that was going to be with her for a lifetime, because he's going to need it. And but she's turned out to be a great human being, and it's going to be okay. But I have earned the right to talk about hot and heavy, because being pregnant in May and going to the doctor and the sonogrammist says, I don't think you're supposed to say this, y'all, I think it's unprofessional. Holy cow. And she was talking about the weight of Kathleen. And she was born right after that, and she weighed
10 pounds, 14 ounces.
Thank you.